purification and cleanliness is half of our faith. And the reason that it is half of our faith is because, among other things, salah is the most important component of our lives. And without tahara, our salah is very questionable. As a Muslim, what makes us different is tahara, purification. Purification of the heart and purification of our external body as well. That's what makes a Muslim unique. That I don't harbor ill feelings, animosity, rancor, jealousy, shirk, disbelief. My heart is clean of that. But equally important is my body is clean from any form of impurity. As we're speaking about the importance of tahara, one conversation that's a little uncomfortable, but it's very important, is our tahara when we go to the bathroom. How can I ensure that while I'm relieving myself, I make sure that myself, my clothing, my surroundings are clean? There are two things in this regard. Number one, when I use the bathroom myself, but number two, the state in which I leave it for someone else. Sometimes I'll walk inside and it's just a disaster. And I have to ask myself that, do I want this to be what I want to leave it for someone else? But for the purposes of our salah, it's very important that when I go into the bathroom, I recite the dua, Allahumma inni a'udhu bika min al-khubuthi wal-khaba'ith. Ya Allah, I seek your protection. Then when I sit down to relieve myself, I make sure that my surroundings are clean. I make sure that I don't just rush. I go in and I come out not realizing that my body hasn't completed yet and I don't have any impurities on my clothing. This is something that I should be aware for myself, but equally important is my children. Sometimes we are scared to have this conversation with our children, so we're just waiting to send them to school or Islamic school or this maktab or that maktab or send them here or send that person. These are important conversations, but I need to have them with my child. In addition, for me being aware, as we know from one hadith, when Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he passed by a grave, he said that these two people in these graves, يُعَذَّبَانِ وَمَا يُعَذَّبَانِ فِي كَبِيرٍ, that they're being punished, but the reason of their punishment isn't something major. You would think that they're thieves. You would think that they're committing haram and zina. You would think that they're cheating. But what is one of the people's major problems? لَا يَسْتَنزِهُ الْبَوْلِ, that when he was urinating or relieving himself, he wasn't mindful. What does mindful mean? Mindful means when I'm going, let me check that the place is clean around me. When I'm relieving myself, that I wait until my system is completely cleared. When I'm done, I wash myself thoroughly so that I ensure that when I'm running out, I'm still not done. These are very important qualities because sometimes when we get waswasa, when we get thoughts, it's because shaitan keeps whispering. And sometimes that comes because we don't have proper cleanliness. As I mentioned, this is a very sensitive topic. But as Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam tells us, الطهور شطر الإيمان, half of my faith is tahur, is tahara, it's purification. And subhanallah, this topic of purification is not because we don't know. If you sit down and ask someone, brother, let me ask you a question. Can you tell me what are the conditions for purification? He'll tell you yes. When your clothes are clean, your body is clean, your wudu is perfect. So we know about it. The problem isn't that we don't know about it, is we just need a reminder. We just need to remind ourselves sometimes that how can I ensure that everything around me is clean? Because that's one of the conditions. And Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam was extremely particular about it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to get purification of the heart as well as purification of our bodies. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to practice on at-tahuru shatrul iman, purification is half of our faith. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakumullah khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi.